It's been about 15 months since we built up the first cauldron on top of the mountain. Now I didn't know what else to build over here, so I didn't, of course, for a long time. Now I was thinking, we have this old market area stand, kind of, that I used to use in the backyard as well as on spawn. And I didn't really know what to do with it anymore. I don't like it, and it doesn't fit at the factory. So I designed something different, something new. Behold, the big old anvil, smashing into a sword with purpose on the inside. Smithing templates have been added to it, as well as for some villagers, since I was looking for a new home to add my villagers. This mountain has a new name. I've mentioned it before, and it's gonna be Merchant Mount. Because all my villagers, or at least most of my villagers, will be added right here. So welcome back to the ForEver SMP server. I hope you guys don't mind it being a little bit longer this time. In between episodes, I mean. I have been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well over here, as well as on a new series, which is gonna come out soon. The thing we have been working on for a while is this Anvil. Not too long though. It's not been 15 months since I've been working on the Anvil. But I mean, we had a cauldron for so long, and I figured I need to get a new build over here. I already wanted to build a big anvil. I didn't know how to build it. I wanted to get kind of the same theme into the platform, as well as to the stairs, as well as to a big hole over here, of course. There's something that will be added later over here. A statue smashing into something. Probably a sword like on top. Not entirely sure yet. But of course also there will be more of the armor thingies like that on each side. Now I decided to get those stands gone. They're still there. I'll still have to remove them. But I wanted to get this done first. I added all the smithing templates, of course, on each of them with the desired gear. It's of course not netherite gear. It's leather gear, black gear with amethyst shards. And I decided to add it like this, so you can see exactly what it looks like. Except for on top, of course, you can't really see that too much. This one has to the side, this one has on the front. It really depends on what kind of gear you like, right? So for me, I use certain ones. I'm not entirely sure about the names. I can't even see the names, to be fair. Maybe I should make that on display as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. But for now, I added all the stone, whatever they need, materials anyway, with, of course, the template. Now I want to make sure it off because, yeah, provide your own diamonds. I am out of diamonds, almost, because I got this ready. I had to duplicate a lot of them, and yeah, it took a little bit longer with a lot more diamonds. I even had to go mining again in the mine shaft. It's been a long time. So what I also did is, of course, add villagers. And yeah, those are kind of blocked in. I get it. I mentioned I wanted to make them all roam around freely. Yeah. To a certain point, I guess. There's a lot of things, if you don't know that about me, if you are kind of new to me, you might think, why do you change much? Why do you change your mind, at least? I changed my mind a billion times, and I do that for one certain reason. I don't know. It just keeps happening, to be fair. As well as we're on the factory side, the interior is gone. And I told myself, as well as you guys, that I'm going to do it all manual farms alone. But yeah, they came back to bite me because yeah, I lost my interest in doing everything manual all the time. And that's just me. My mind can shift within one sentence a billion times. That's just who I am. That means that if I say I'm gonna do this forever, or if I'm gonna do something right now, I'll do it because, well, I really want to do it. But it doesn't mean that it will stay or stick around the same way. That's also for the market area that we had in our backyard. That's now a proper backyard. Of course, at the start area right over there. I decided, of course, to create something new over here, which looks a lot better. And this gave me more of a desire to continue that on. So I did, of course, the whole river. That's something I wanted to do for a long time. Added some builds to the sides, but not too many. Give them a little bit of space in between, so it feels like a standalone build. And of course, leading all the way to the factory. Now there's going to be more things happening that you might be like, you never explained that. This is one of them. Merchant Mount is this mountain. I decided to build a big anvil because I got a big cauldron. There's going to be more builds over here, but they're not going to be as big because I'm losing space. Sure, I got some room left, like over here, to use, as well as over here. I can fill this in if I really want to, which I probably will. I added a path, finally, because I had no way to get up here like a normal person. Now, how did I think about that? Is because I was always wearing my chest plate. After a while, of course, like last episode, I changed that up. I figured I'm gonna do something different, and I did. The anvil, awesome. I walked over here for a couple of times, and I didn't know how to get there. So I decided to create a path, which we got right now. It's not beautiful, it's not awesome, it's not done. But I need inspiration before I can get started on this. I mean, this might be like this for 10 years. Who knows? It'll change when I feel like it. Until then, it's gonna stay like this. I don't do anything because I need to. I do everything because I want to. Alright, now we got a way to get to the bridge. This is the first bridge as well, which is awesome. And it finally has a purpose. Instead of leading nowhere, it leads on to the mountain over there. Of course, we can also add more over here on top of the mountain. We can add the build over here, I bet. But I don't know if I will. I think I will leave this with a little bit of trees and stuff. Maybe I'll add something over here and over here. Not entirely sure yet, of course, because I don't even know what to build, except for one thing. I got a concept in mind for the masons, because it's also going to be more like that. It's not going to be a big stone cutter. It is not. But it's going to be probably a certain build with scaffolding and all. It's a kind of like a construction site, or at least a house under construction or something like that. That's what I have in mind right now. Now you might think, you said you weren't gonna fly anymore. Correct. Also one of those things that I changed my mind about a billion times. I'll walk when I want to. I'll fly when I want to. Because doing just one thing the whole time, it's not gonna work well for me. Like over here, you might notice there's a bazillion beacons, and those are here for a simple reason. Something that burned me out last time, but I still want to finish it, so I'll do it bit by bit. So what I've been working on and what the beacons are for is over here. I have been working underneath the factory. I'm going to drain it using a flying machine. Machines, plural, I guess. And I am also going to dig out until a certain level first, so I can make it, well, easier on myself. Now it burned me out because even though it doesn't look like I have done much over here, trust me, there has been a lot of hours spent down over here, especially on that corner. Now, of course, that's not the only thing I changed my mind about. That is also over here. This is not going to be for the bees. It's way too big. It's way too high up on top, right? Sure, it's nice with a window, but it doesn't work over here. I'm not sure yet about how I'm going to do it, but it might get over here. I've been trying something new over here. Something I've never done before. I was trying to manage how to do it, but I couldn't think of it exactly. I don't like this so far, don't get me wrong. But this place was supposed to become the new bee area. And of course, I don't think this will stay. Meaning again, I gotta get rid of a lot of glass, which is quite annoying again. Alright, so in the meantime, I got rid of the glass layer over here again because, well, like I mentioned before, I don't think it's gonna look good. Especially what it looked like already. It was a little bit weird. Instead of a bigger area like this, it doesn't fit over here. So I decided to get rid of it, as well as for on this side, of course, all the resin. Get rid of it as well, because it's not gonna be over here anyways. Now the next thing I really want to overhaul already, and that is going to be this area. Like you might notice, the furnace array we had over here, as well as for the lava sources on the back over there, are all inside of those chests and stuff, of course, because, well, I really wanted to get rid of it again, because I didn't feel good about it. I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna make a permanent one instead of the temporary one that we had. Now it's gonna be a little bit different, as well as for this room. So brace yourselves, because it's gonna get an upgrade. Alright, so we got a new furnace array area right now, meaning I had to fix this, right? It has to look a little bit better. It's not the best, I get that, because it's tough and deep slate. It doesn't really fit too well like this, but it is a lot better than it used to be. Now, of course, like I mentioned, I want to add more details to it, as well as for all of this, of course, because, well, I want it to look a little bit more like the starter area, and that is with a lot more details. I may as well notice we got some allies over here now instead, because over there it didn't fit anymore. So we got the furnace array area right now with 70 slots of furnaces, which is awesome if you ask me. Now how it works on the inside right now, of course, it is just like this. We got two of those. This is for the fuel, this one is for materials. Materials will be added over here, and the fuel is gonna get added on top, and I'll show you soon how that looks. Of course, nothing more going on over here really, right? Doesn't really matter too much. It just goes around the corner and goes back, and that's about it, which is quite amazing. And of course, well, with this one done, as soon as it is done though, because it isn't done yet, I'm still working on duplicating those again, because, well, yeah, I had to redo that because I only got one back in there, because it was quite a bit harder to do than I anticipated, to be completely honest. So that's, well, gonna be done soon. I'm working on it in the meantime, but I gotta reset every single time, so yeah, takes a little bit of time. We got some support beams over there just to add a little bit more to it, because, well, it's gotta be heavy otherwise, I guess. And in here we got a little bit more bushy leaves, and oh, this is our new fuel area. And there's 60 cauldrons on this one and 60 on the other one, meaning we got 120 in total, which is quite awesome, as well as for the fact that we can just fill in those chests where they get filled up. And I'm trying to get that done already. Right now this one is until around here full, and this one, well, probably about the same. And I've been working on that a little bit to get it to work at least. And yeah, over here we got the empty buckets just so we can fill it up again a little bit more. And I'm gonna continue this until we got all those chests full, just because I can, not because I have to. But yeah, I just want to do that, just get a little bit more backup just in case we need it. Alright, so I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I hope you like what I created over here instead of what it used to look like with all the small farms and stuff. Small furnace array. Now we got a quite a bigger one, which is gonna be awesome. Hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.